Alright, hi, hello, welcome to yet another short vlog about the longest backlog on the internet. I've actually done a fair bit since the last video, so let me jump right in with the biggest update, which is that I finally beat Grandia 2. I think overall I enjoyed my time with it, but by the end I was completely fucking done. The story and the writing in the back half of the game are unbelievably cringeworthy, and the last dungeon has boss refights like it's some kind of fucking Mega Man game, which is just insanely annoying. And speaking of annoying, the combat. The combat itself is fine, it's a cool system, and I wish there were more games that utilised it, but Grandia 2 suffers from this issue where every skill and magic spell has to be some kind of event.
Crumble to dust!
Like, to take a more modern and popular example, let's say in Persona 5, if you press the lightning spell button, your guy does a little animation of breaking a card or whatever, and you hit the thing with lightning. In Grandia 2, whenever a spell goes off, there has to be this fucking dramatic camera pan followed by like a minute-long epic cutscene of a dragon made of lightning forming up and flying towards the enemies. I can see what they were doing. They wanted the skills and spells to feel big and impactful now that they had all this new tech on the Dreamcast, you know, when it first came out. But when you're casting fucking Zap All every encounter and you have to sit through the animation every fucking time, it gets really grating by the end. But, you know, criticisms aside, I enjoyed my time with Grandia 2 a lot. I'll probably end up forgetting everything that happened in that game and replaying it again in another 10 years or so. Now, if you've been watching the stream at all, you'll know another game I've been playing recently is Arcanum, a CRPG from, I think, 2001. Now, this game has a bit of a reputation for being very good, but I'll be honest, I'm just not feeling it at all. And I'm totally willing to admit that that's probably a me problem more than anything else. I just do not gel with this genre, like, even a little bit. If it wasn't for a charity view request on the stream, I probably would have never even touched this game, you know, till the day I die. I mean, I was turned off straight away when I was presented with a character creation screen that had like 8 different stats and a shit ton of skills and magic to put points into, along with a staggeringly long list of modifiers presented as like flavor text backgrounds. I'm sure people who are into this stuff think it's great, but for me, all I can think of is, am I making the right build? Am I going to fuck myself over if I don't take certain skills or level up the right thing? It's just not fun for me in the slightest. Also, the difficulty seems to be all over the place in Arcanum. I did a quest where I was told to go visit a dungeon in a mountain to find out what happened to some dwarves, and the dungeon was filled with rats and these weird little goblin dudes, and I was able to beat those guys down no problem. But then, out of fucking nowhere, there's fucking golems that like 2 or 3 shot me when they smack me, and when I hit them with my sword, it damages the fucking sword. I even lost like 2 different swords fighting these things. I'm sure if I built my character different, like using magic more effectively or guns or whatever, then maybe the giant golems wouldn't be such a problem, but how the fuck was I supposed to know that was coming? I have party members who make up for my various shortcomings, but I can't control them directly in combat, so the number of times I've had to load a save because my mage man won't run away from the guy stabbing him in the face is absolutely infuriating. Maybe I'll warm to it as I progress and get stronger, but right now I fucking doubt it, but you know, time will tell. I also did a couple of free-to-play games on stream that I found kind of interesting. The first was something called Psychopomp, the game you're looking at right now, and it was a short and surreal kind of dungeon crawling adventure thing. I like the presentation, and while the gameplay is extremely basic, the experience is short enough so that, by the time you're done, or by the time you get bored of it, you'll be done. I feel like Psychopomp, though, is one of those games best experienced knowing as little as possible before going in. So for the sake of this vlog, I'll leave it there and just urge you to go try it. It's short, it's free, you ain't got nothing to lose, so, go fucking download it. The other game I finished in my little free-to-play dive was something called the Lancaster Leaks Entity Exam. Now, I played another Lancaster Leaks game called O'Brien State Park that I thought was complete ass cheeks, so I was not expecting much going into this one, but by the end of it, I was considerably more entertained, than that previous experience. The game is presented as a series of tests for new employees at the Totally Not SCP Foundation, TM, and it uses these tests to present you with some, spooky writing, strange imagery, and extremely try-hard and annoying audio bits that you have to, transcribe. It's not terrible, and if you're in your early to mid-teens, then I imagine the audio and the imagery might be a little scary to you, but, for a hardened horror veteran like myself, the whole thing is just extremely gauche. You might remember a long time ago there was these cursed image meme videos that would show a slideshow of strange pictures set to Bonfire by Childish Gambino. Well, that's what a large chunk of this game is. It's someone taking that meme format and trying to make serious horror out of it and only doing a kind of middling, mediocre job. Still, it was good enough for me not to write off the developer entirely, so I will be trying the other game in the series called Crisis at the Call Center, so maybe that one will be the one that, finally really impresses me. We'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. I've been playing Breath of Fire 1 on the Super Nintendo in short bursts, just because I was in the mood for a simple, make number go up JRPG, but after I put this video out, I'll go and start something proper. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, so you have to check back next week to see what I end up playing. And anyway, for now, that's all from me. Peace!